What's up everyone? Conference season is here, and if you're heading to scaling new heights like I am next week, you don't want to be caught unprepared. So I made this video specifically for you so that you have everything you need to get ready for these conferences. Now stick around because the last three items I'm going to give you are my absolute favorites. Now they're probably not the most essential when it comes to going to a conference, but they're basic items that you're going to need for survival. So first and foremost, a backpack, right? You need to have some kind of backpack or a bag, whichever one you prefer. It's got to be big enough to fit your laptop, and if you have a huge laptop, well, that also means a bigger bag, right? I like to have a smaller laptop, which means a smaller bag. I have tons of compartments. I'm able to fit my cables in there, headphones, and all of the other items that I'm going to talk about here. So the backpack is kind of the unsung hero. Don't really talk about how much of a necessity it is because it's almost a given. You need to have some kind of bag or backpack, as I like to have, to carry all of these items. All right, so let's just jump into the other one that I just mentioned, the computer. Now, again, I like to have a smaller laptop. I believe mine is a 13-inch, which makes it really, really easy for travel. When I purchase my laptop, I do look for all of the specs, right? I want to have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. I want to have a nice screen. I like a white laptop because it looks so nice and clean. But even more important than any of that, I need to have a small laptop. I want it to be as portable and easy to carry as possible. I don't want a big, heavy block that I'm carrying around. So what I got is an LG 13-inch laptop that is so easy, so light, and it's awesome for me for my travel essentials. Okay, let's piggyback off of the laptop. I need to have a second monitor. I don't know if you're like me, but having two monitors is an absolute must. Once you get used to having two monitors, it's so difficult to go back to a one monitor setup. So for me, it is essential to have a second monitor when I'm traveling, and I have one that works really well with my laptop. The screen is almost the same size and it just pairs up really, really nice. Now, when I'm using that second monitor, it kind of makes the keyboard a little odd now because, you know, if I have my laptop on one side, my second monitor on the other side, now my keyboard's over here. I like to have my keyboard right in the middle. And because of that, I carry around a portable keyboard. Now, this is a super small keyboard. It doesn't have a number pad or anything like that. It's very, very simple, easy to carry, easy to toss in my backpack and run with it. If you're one that absolutely needs a numeric keypad, this keyboard probably isn't for you. But if you're like me that maybe doesn't really travel a lot and really only do so during conference season, this keyboard is perfect. I don't plan on working with this keyboard long term. This is just to get me through my workday while I'm out of the office. Now, another component of the computer that you absolutely need to have is a mouse. You need to have a portable mouse. It's so uncomfortable to be working for several hours on the little pad that the laptop comes with. And maybe you're saying, Jaime, you're going to a conference. Why are you bringing all of your work stuff with you? You should be going to this conference to learn, to soak in all of the sessions. While that may be true, the reality is, as business owners, we just kind of work at any time that we have available. And so I know for a lot of us, we're going to go to Scaling New Heights or maybe other conferences in the future, and we're bringing that work with us, knowing that maybe we're only going to show up to a certain number of sessions, but then we're going to take a break to get to work and get some work done. All right, enough work talk. Let's talk about just our general travel essentials. When you're going to a conference, it is imperative to bring a good notepad. I like to use a journal with no lines because, truth be told, I like to draw a little bit while I'm learning. I don't know what it is about me. I like to fidget, and sometimes where I'm just soaking in something, I'm just doodling and drawing on my journal. And also, I like the freedom of just not having any lines. So sometimes I'm writing vertically, sometimes I'm writing horizontally. And then there's these essentials that you just need to bring to every single trip that you make, whether it's a conference or a vacation. You all know the drill, and while you're saying, Jaime, I know what I need to bring, maybe this video will remind you so that you don't forget some of these things. So number one, I gotta have a portable charger. A portable charger is so helpful in case I am out and about for hours. I like to use this one that's going to last me about 2 different charges. That means my phone can be at about 20%, plug that baby in, it charges up to 100, I unplug it, and then I got another charge on top of that if my phone battery dies again. It makes it super simple. It just plugs into my phone and I'm good to go. Now, there's a lot of really cool ones out there that are like MagSafe, that you can kind of just plug it into the back of your phone. Makes it really, really cool. However, you're probably looking at spending a little bit more because you're looking at a wireless charger versus one that's plugged in directly. So I'm kind of giving you a little bit of some budget options here too. Okay, now let's talk headphones. I love a good pair of noise canceling headphones. I've had these Bose headphones for about 7 years. They last forever, and I don't hear a thing. They are amazing for a plane ride. I like to put those on, put on some classical music or just some instrumentals and get to work. I love doing this even when I'm just reading a book or anything where I just need to drown out all of the noise. So while the headphones that I'm going to link below are not going to be the most budget friendly, they are worth it. There are a bunch of different noise canceling headphones. However, these are the ones I have tested. And like I said, it was a really great investment. They've lasted me 7 years and they are still standing strong. Okay, now the last 3 items. Now, these are probably the most important for me. That doesn't mean they're the most essential, but I have to have these anywhere I travel. So number 1 is this little tripod for my phone. It's so versatile. You can use it as a little selfie stick if you need to. And the best part about it is it clips directly into your backpack or luggage, wherever you need to use it. So I love to clip this on my backpack and I use that as my carry-on, and I pull it out and it just sticks to my phone magnetically and I'm able to watch videos, watch movies, whatever I want to do. So this is a little bit more of a fun item that you would take if you're planning on getting to work on the plane. Then maybe this is not the best thing for you. However, I promise you, you will not regret buying this little tripod. It is awesome and it's heavy duty. It will last you forever. The second fun item that I have is going to be my little video game system. I don't even know what this thing is called, but it has like 10,000 games. It has things as old as Pac-Man and then some things that are on the newer side like PlayStation games. It is just amazing. It's a really cool game system that, again, is not something that is absolutely needed, but I love traveling with this. If I just need to take a break and I don't want to watch a show, I don't want to watch a movie, and I don't want to read a book, and I don't want to get to work, I have a video game that I can take. So I have no shame in saying I'm a total nerd for these video games, and I love playing them. So this, I think, is a really, really good budget item, and you'll never be bored with it. And last but not least, let's hear a drum roll. I need a good cup. I need a good cup that's going to keep my coffee hot and my water cold. And that's why I use this Yeti cup that I got from Bookkeep. Bookkeep has some of the coolest swag that you will find at any booth at Scaling New Heights or any conference. We'll also have a link to their software below if you want to learn more about them. However, the cup, amazing. I carry that everywhere, whether that's traveling, playing golf, or working out. That cup is essential. Now, you may not have this exact cup, but you know you have your favorite cup. Make sure to bring that with you, but don't fill it up with water before you go through the TSA because that would be very bad. All right, that's it. Now, I'm going to have links for almost everything that I've listed here below in the description. Now, we don't have any affiliate with any of the links that I'm going to put in the description below. I simply use these things legitimately. I use these all the time when I'm traveling, especially going to a conference like this. So if there's an item in here that I mentioned and you said, hey, I need to have that, click the links below and make sure to get a hold of it. All right, that's it. So as you're packing this weekend going to Scaling New Heights, remember to not forget any of these items. And if you forget a toothbrush, we can live without that. What you can't live without is everything that I mentioned. Lastly, what's a good video without asking you to please subscribe, leave your comment. What are your top essentials that you cannot travel without? I want to know what you take. Did I miss something? And of course, share this with anybody going to this conference or just your favorite travel buddy. I'll see you guys at Scaling New Heights.